Ugh. Oi! I said no plum sauce in me binders, you bloody wanker! Blue is the color, football is the game. That's our motto. That's us, Chelsea. Finally, at long last, Chelsea are assuming the top of the Premier League table. I've waited quite a while for this. We were in second place, but then we won 1-0 against Middlesbrough 2 rounds ago. And in the last round, we won 2-1 against Spurs. You know, Tottenham Hotspur, for those of you who aren't really familiar with the terms in England. It was a really thrilling match. We started losing 1-0. Then we were actually able to turn the score around to 2-1. And it was just brilliant. It was awesome. Now, Chelsea right now, we are in what I like to think a good phase. You know, we're doing pretty well in this season, despite the last season not playing very well at all. When I started supporting Chelsea, it was in 2014. We were pretty much ahead of the entire competition at that point, and we won the Premier League title that season with 3 matches to spare, and it was great. A lot of really awesome players coming in. Diego Costa came to Chelsea for the first time. It was awesome. We also had Andre Schürrle, but then he left. Fabregas came, you know, try to reinforce a little bit. Then next season we had Pedro. Now we have Hazard playing, you know, really well lately the past few seasons. Sometimes he would, you know, injure himself or just fall in production a little bit. But overall, he's an excellent player. He's absolutely brilliant. I just absolutely, you know, love the way he plays. I fell in love with Chelsea because of my love for football in general. You know, despite coming from the United States where it's called soccer, I know that it's actually called football because I watch a lot more of it in Europe than in the United States and even here in Brazil. So I developed a love for English football, watching teams like Arsenal, Manchester United, you know, Arsenal, Liverpool, and just the big teams in general, the big clubs rather, let's say. And I just fell in love with Chelsea, not just because this shirt to me is beautiful. It's the most beautiful shirt in all of England. Blue isn't even my favorite color, and I absolutely fell in love with this shirt and the uniform in general. You know, Chelsea was going through a good phase at the time, so I was like, okay, I'm going to support them. It's pretty awesome. Because, I mean, technically, if I wanted to support the biggest England team, I would probably go for Manchester United, which are the biggest club in terms of national titles. But then again, there's also Liverpool, which is the biggest club in all of England in terms of, you know, European titles in general. They've won the most titles out of England. But you know, the logical choice seemed to be Manchester United, but I still preferred to go with Chelsea because, well, it just stuck with me better, you know? It just stuck with me. I just prefer Chelsea. I don't know why. I just love the whole, everything having to do with it. The uniform, the kit, the teams, the roster, the clubs, you know, the players, the history, everything, you know? Gianfranco Zola is our biggest idol, you know? I've also seen Didier Drogba is the most recent player that I've seen to play for Chelsea who's really made a difference. He's become somewhat of a hero to us, and it's just great. So yes, let's see where this is going to take us. But for now, we are at the top of the Premier League table, and I just hope it stays that way for, well, the rest of the competition, huh? The entire season. So let's do this. Chelsea is our name.